Hello everyone, I'm Val from MikeandVelsLife, and today I am participating in the Useful DIY May 2020 challenge with the theme of being cardboard. This is being hosted by MomDas of MomDasLife Handmade and Jelena of BlondieNextDoor. Now if you're not familiar with these ladies' channels, I'm going to leave a link to them below. So please go check them out. They do the most wonderful and amazing DIYs from really nothing. I mean, they're absolutely fantastic. Also, I'm going to leave a link to the playlist below. So please check out all the participants as well. Now for the challenge. Like I said, this month's theme is cardboard, and I have this piece of cardboard. I can get it where you can see it good, and it's a thick piece of cardboard too, and you can hear it. It's a really nice thick piece of cardboard. When Mike orders stuff, he will order things on the internet, and when he gets them in, sometimes if it's a saw blade or something like that, it'll come in something in between pieces like this. That keeps them from getting broke, bent, or whatever. And he always saves these for me because he knows I'd want them for something. So what I want to make today is a memory board. And I have this piece of material that I got a while back. I've had it for a while. This because it came from Hobby Lobby, and unfortunately, we're still Hobby Lobby is still closed where we're at. But I got this piece of material, and I always go to the clearance at Hobby Lobby and grab any of these little things like these pieces of material. They're usually 50 cents, 75 cents, and if it's a print that I like, I just grab them for, I don't know what. I always say I'll use them one day. So what I want to do is I'm going to take this piece of material and I'm going to cover this board like this, and then I want to make a memory board. And back in January of this year, Mike and I took a Carnival cruise where we left Galveston. We went to Key West, Freeport, and Nassau, and every time we would stop at one of the ports, we would get our picture taken. And I want to add this to the memory board. And another thing that we did at Key West, we went to Hemingway's house, and from there we went to the Key Lime Cookie Factory, or I don't know what it was really called, but they sold tins of cookies that had the Hemingway house printed on the front. So here's the back. I'm only going to use the front. And that's the kind of stuff that I want to add to the memory board. The only thing that I purchased, and actually when I purchased this, I didn't even know I was going to be making this board. I just seen this and said, oh, I may need that one day. So I went ahead and got it. I had it for a couple of weeks, I guess. But it's a pair of flip-flops that says, seize the day. Now, isn't that cute? Now, I'm only going to be using one of these, but I do want to add that to the memory board as well. And like I said, that's the only thing that I'm going to be using that I haven't had for forever, or except for the souvenirs. I've had this for a long time. This was a Mardi Gras necklace, Mardi Gras beads necklace, but it has like a cheeseburger, looks like it's in paradise, and I'm going to use that because Mike and I, like I said, we went to Key West and we went to Margaritaville, and we both had us a cheeseburger in paradise, and I was really getting in it. Mike took my picture. I'm going to use that little small picture there. And also this is where Highway 1 ends and begins at Key West, so I'm using that. And we got these little pins from Carnival gave to us that says VIFP Club, and that's just very important fun person. So I want to add that because it gives the date. It says 2020 on it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the camera off. I'm going to cut the material to the size that I want, and then I'm going to go iron it good because right now it is a little wrinkled, and I want to make sure this doesn't have any wrinkles in it. And I'm going to also turn the camera down where you can see what I'm doing. So I'll be back in a minute. I've ironed the material, and I have it just sitting on top of the cardboard. And what I want to do now is just try to place it as much, where it won't and sort of look even up here. Now this cardboard is not cut just real straight on the sides, and I'm not going to try to straighten it out because I just don't think I could, and I would just be cutting and cutting, and I'd probably wind up with a 1-inch square, and even it wouldn't be a true square. So I'm just going to work with it the way it is like this. I'm going to pull it over, get it where I think I may want it here, and then I'm going to flip it. So I'm going to go ahead and hot glue this down, this side. Then I'm going to do this just like I would if I was wrapping a present. Okay, now I have my board ready. And the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to try to do it where you can see it, is figure out how I want to do this. Now I definitely want this somewhere up here. Something like that. So what do I start with? I think I will start with the Hemingway. This is going to be, I think, the hardest because I'm going to have to try to get a thin line of hot glue. Now, I want to put the picture down. And I am going to use some glue dots on the picture and a little bit of craft glue. The glue dots is just to hold it down until until the glue dries. Now for the flip-flop. Because of these, it's going to stand out a little bit. So I'm going to use mounting tapes, or mounting tape, put on there. Put a little hot glue on it. Now all I have to do is add my little parrots and my little pins. And I think I will be through. Now I'm going to let that sit for a few minutes to dry good, and then I'll show you upright how it looks. Well, Houston, we had a problem. That little bead of hot glue did not keep this right here. So I had to do a little thinking, and what I did is I went and got another piece of that good cardboard, the one that I'm using for the back of this, cut a little piece out, and I'm going to add it to this. I've got some more mounting tape. I did run out of that other mounting tape, and that other mounting tape was very old, and I think that's why it didn't really work good, but using it by itself. But when I added the hot glue, everything seemed to work out. Everything else is just on there really good. It's just that this is what my problem is. So what I'm going to do, just in case, I don't know if it's because it was metal. I think the main thing though was because it was just a thin line and it cooled off really too fast before I could go all the way around and then add it to that. So like I said, I'm not even going to try that again. So I've got some more mounting tape, and I am going to put some hot glue here and then add it here, and I think that will hold real well. Then I can hot glue this to here. So let's try. Yep. And now I can hot glue this to here. That's the way I should have done it from the beginning. I didn't even think about it. For me, I have to make mistakes to figure out a better way of doing things sometimes. Well, pretty much all the time. I think that's done pretty good. Now let me see if I can get it where you can see it just a little bit better. Here is my memory board. I'll give you a closer look how it all turned out. And I have everything on here really good. Nothing is going anywhere now. I did have a little bit hard time with that cookie tin lid, but it is on there really good. I am so pleased with this. Oh, I just absolutely love it. Now before I go and show you how it looks hanging on the wall, I want to thank MomDas again and Helena for this great challenge. I really enjoyed this. So please, everyone, go check out their channels. And also, be sure and check out the playlist as well. I hope everybody has a great day and a wonderful week. Bye-bye. And may God bless.